Hi, this is Julie from Cute and Quick Scrapbooks. I'm here today to go over this cute little camera mini album. This is called Spring Fun. It is a 10-page mini album that you can put pictures in for all your spring events. We're going to go through step by step how to make this. And so I'm going to set this aside and we can go over your packet. So to begin with, this is the packet that you received. You also have a coupon in yours for my website. It's 𝐒𝐒𝐁𝐄 and you can get 20% off with that coupon. But first we're going to go over what the plan is. We're going to first open this up and remove the Remember bucket list 12 by 12 sheet, and we are going to set this aside. Don't open this yet because the pages in this packet are in order in the way we're going to put them together. So I want you to be very careful when you pull that out. First of all, we're going to cut these in individual journal cards. But before we begin with that, I'm going to go over the tools that I'm using that you will need. So the first thing, we are going to use the Art Glitter Glue adhesive. This is a wet adhesive. I like it because it has the metal tip for detail items. I am also using the Scrapbook Adhesive Easy Runner Grand Permanent Dots. I am using the fine tip scissors for fussy cutting, and I am using the Scrapbook Adhesive Large and Small Pop Dots. These are just my favorite adhesives that I use on most of my projects. And you will need a cutter. So if you need to pause the video to go get those supplies, you can do that now. Now we're going to take everything out of our packet very carefully, like I said before. You can put the small die cuts and your ribbon and so forth to the side. And we'll get to that as we need it. I like to spread things out a little bit just so I can see where everything is. These are your photo mats. They are front and back, so you can use whichever side you like. There are two sizes, and you can use these on your pages as photo mats, or you can use them as background paper. So now we're going to flip this over, and now we have the front cover. You will need to punch out some of these things. Some of them don't quite come out perfectly out of the machine. So you will need to poke those out. And you may need to go through all your pages and poke out any dots where the rings go. So you can just do that quickly and just poke out the ones you need to. And I'll just go through these and make sure they're all poked out. Just keep them in order. It just makes things easier when we're putting together our pages. So our first page, I'm going to put the pages aside. Oh, I missed one. I'm going to put the pages aside and just focus on this front sheet first. First of all, we are going to cut out our journal cards. So I'm going to bring over my guillotine cutter and cut out these journal cards. I like to have everything cut out and ready to go. Again, in most of my kits that you will use, everything is pre-cut, including the journal cards that I use. But I didn't have time to cut everybody's cards because there were hundreds. So I'm going to have you cut them. We are going to do a little bit of fussy cutting too. If you don't like to fussy cut and you're like, I am not going to do that. I totally understand. I'm not a big fan of fussy cutting too, but there's some things that just fit on the page better if they're fussy cut, and there's some things that just, I think, give it some dimension if it's fussy cut. So I am going to fussy cut things on this particular layout, but in general, if you get a kit from me, everything is pre-cut, or I put embellishments or stickers in there that are pre-cut, so you don't have to do any fussy cutting. I am a kit store, so all of the things that I sell primarily are kits or the tools you need to make the kits. So I do 2-page layout kits, and I do mini book kits. So we're going to put this back aside because we shouldn't need that any longer. And we've got all of our journal cards here. I'm going to lay out my journal cards on the side so I can find them when I need things. There's a couple that I'm putting out in the center, and those are ones that we're going to fussy cut a little bit. Again, if you don't want to fussy cut them, you don't have to. But so this one, the popcorn journal card, I am using as the background. Now, if you're like, I love popcorn and we make popcorn all the time, you can use the popcorn one and choose another one that you don't want to use. But I am using the background of the popcorn one. These 5 we're going to fussy cut: the barbecue, the pinwheel, the fireworks, the bowling, and the snow cone. The Ferris wheel we're just going to trim down so it fits the page better. So I'm just cutting this down because on the page that we're using that on, it needs to be a little bit smaller so it fits better. So I just did the little title and the Ferris wheel separately. So we'll put that over to the side. And the cotton candy I did trim down as well, just the 2 sides of it, so it fits better on the page. You can use your straight edge cutter, or you can do it with scissors. These I'm going to fussy cut, so I usually leave a little edge on them when I do fussy cut because I think it pops better and has better contrast for the page. Again, I rarely ask you to fussy cut anything. I do sometimes include white paper. If I include clear stickers, I will include some white paper to use as background, and then you have to trim around the sticker. But that's so it pops on the page better. You never have to do that if you don't want to. But I do include that sometimes in my layout kits. So my layout kits are 2 pages, 12 by 12, so they fit in most standard scrapbook albums. They come with everything that you see on the page. Sometimes it comes with more, because if it's a sticker sheet, I usually give you the whole sheet most of the time. Sometimes if it's a hard sticker to find, I may give you half a sheet, but in general, you usually get all the sheets or all the embellishments or the whole packet of chipboard or whatever it is. Everything comes pre-cut, so really they're great for crops. So all you need is your pictures and adhesive, and you really much are good to go. Most of my kits, not this one, but most of them have 4x4 or 4x6 photo mats. So you just have to trim your pictures down by 1/4 inch to fit on the photo mat. These are a little bit different size because of the size of the book. And again, you can fussy cut these as much as you want, or you can just trim them down and keep them square or oval or however you want to do it if you're not big into fussy cutting, which I totally understand because this is not my favorite thing either. But it does make the book look a lot cuter with some of the things fussy cut. And you can do more. I just did a few things just to make them fit on the pages better and kind of look a little cuter. But you can do as much or as little as you want. And sometimes if you are scrapbooking and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want this on my page, or I don't know if I have pictures for this, you can just leave it off for now and add something later that works for you better. I'm going to have you pause it now and finish fussy cutting the barbecue grill and the pinwheel, and then we'll come back and get started. Okay, so hopefully you have these all cut out. If you don't, just pause it again and finish cutting them out. I'm going to leave these up here so we're ready to go. Again, we're going to start with the first page, which is the camera. And you have included in your book, in your packet, 2 lenses. One is the orange lens and one is the blue lens, the blue scallop lens. I use the blue scallop lens for the first page, and I use the orange for the back of this. You can choose whichever one you prefer. And then I use the orange eyepiece and the orange flash. The yellow eyepiece and the yellow flash, excuse me. And this is what we're going to glue on first before we glue on our words and our pictures. If you would like to put a picture on the first page and the second page, you can use the orange as the outside of the orange as a guide for your picture. And you can actually just put this on the picture. I want, if your paper is bigger, I want this in the center, and cut this around and stick it on the center, and then put your blue scallop on top of it. It'll be bigger than the circle, so you can glue it down, and then you can glue this on top of it to cover the edges. And otherwise, you can just leave it open like I did. So we're going to glue this down. So you just I use my wet adhesive for any kind of detail because I just like it better, but you can do whatever you like better. You can use your dotted rolling adhesive. You can do whatever you like. And we're going to glue this down, and we're going to look at it on the back real quick to make sure it's even all the way around. That's the nice thing about the wet adhesive is you have a little bit of time to move it if you need to. And then we're going to glue this on the yellow flash. I do know my colors. And then the eyepiece. These are textured on one side, if you'll notice. So I like the textured on top. You can do whatever you like, but the intention is for the texture to be on top. And put the glue on the back. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually glue on the Spring Fun. And some of this, again, you may need to punch out, and it should pop out pretty easily. Shouldn't be too difficult. If it is a little more tough to come out, you can take your scissors to get it to come out a little bit better. Like this one. No, it's coming out okay. But sometimes they can be a little tough, and you can just use your scissors to help pop them out. But it should pop out pretty easily. All these things are pre-cut, just some of them don't come off on the mat when I'm pulling it out of the computer. So I like, again, using the wet adhesive for this. Again, you can use a Xyron or whatever you like, the dotted glue, the dotted tape runner, but I prefer the glue. It's just a little less messy. You get it exactly the way you like it, and I just center this on the page. And I always ballpark things. Again, I'm a scrapbooker, so I'm not into precision. If you are one of those people that like everything to be perfectly straight, you can mark it with a ruler. I just ballpark it. And there's our spring fun. Now the next thing I used on this page is the snow cone and the pinwheel and the sunshine. And the sunshine, I will glue the yellow on the orange with the rays alternating like this. And then I'm going to use the pop dots on the back of this. Like that. It just gives it a three-dimensional look, gives it some character, I think. So that's what I'm doing. You don't have to do this. The more you pop dot in your book, like if you're like, I'm fussy cutting everything and I'm going to pop dot everything, which is super cute. Or you may use your own three-dimensional stickers. Again, that's super cute, but it will make your book fatter, and then you're going to have to deal with the rings fitting, so you may need to get bigger rings. So that's the first page. The second page, we're going to use the orange. And again, you can use this orange outer rim to cut your pictures down. If you want pictures on the front and back of your camera to have more pictures on your page, you can use this as a tool. And if you don't have pictures right now, just wait to stick this on if that's what you choose to do or you think you might want to do. But we're going to glue this down with a little bit of the blue rim showing from behind, which I think looks really cute. And next, we're going to glue down this little journaling block. You have two of these. I only used one of them, but you can put the date and kind of where you were in your book on these. And then I'm going to use the fireworks and the bowling on this page. And I used the blue eyepiece and flash like we did on the front page. Again, you may have those to punch out as well. If you're a little bit slower than me, you can stop and pause the video at any time to catch up. And if you want to change anything I do, you're more than welcome to. I love seeing different people's ideas and what they did and how they made their book different and cuter, and I know some people on the camera books have actually put around the blue, inside the blue thing, a piece of foam to pop it, to make it look like a real thick camera, which is super cute. It does make it a little more bulky, but it is super cute if you have the time and energy to do that. I am popping these as well with the foam pop dots from Scrapbook Adhesives. This is my favorite pop dots that are available, and I've tried all different kinds. These just seem to work so easily. The backs come off easily. They are permanent though, so there's no room for error. So our first page is done. It is super cute. Now we are going to pull over. The next page is the polka dotted page, and we're going to use this as a guide to put down our orange right in the center. Now if you want a picture there instead, you can take the orange piece and draw around your picture. But I just kind of use that as a guide, and then I hold it down in place, and then I put my glue down just all the way around. You can actually draw a circle around it. You can do whatever you like, but I tend to do things more quickly. And that works really well to do it this way. On this page, we're going to use the Ferris wheel. And you don't want your Ferris wheel name to be up too high because of your flash coming through. Because you may want to put a little sticker or a little sunshine or a little something there. So that's the reason I do it like that. And then I'm going to use the dotted tape runner to put this on. And again, if you want to fussy cut anything and make it, you can stop the video and do that. This is our first page, and that's all done. And then we'll turn it over to the second page. And on this page, I used this little aqua scallop, and I used a piece of our red-orange 1.5 by 3 inch papers, and I used the fishing. Didn't cut that very well, so I'm going to trim off that little red rim on it. But I used the fishing one. Again, if you're like, oh, I've got lots of pictures, I don't want to use that much space, you don't have to. You can actually put a picture here and cut out the fishing, or you can do whatever you like. But this is what I did. And I just, again, I just kind of ballpark it. I don't make it perfect. And the little small scallop you can journal on. You can squish everything to the side and put a picture there if you prefer. But this page is done. So we've got our little fishing and our red square to accent it. And we're going to put this over to the side. And next, we're going to use the white polka dotted page. On this one, we're just using a photo mat. We're using the striped one for this. Again, if you want to use a different one, you can. I always kind of center it, so I put my fingers where the holes are and center it that way so it looks better in your book, so it won't look like this on your book. And again, I just eye it. I don't get super perfect on where it is on the page, except for I try to do it in the center. And this page is done. And we'll turn it over on the back, and we've got like the pink checked page. On this page, I used the blue scalloped circle, and I used the swim and the float journal cards. Again, if you want to cut them out and put a picture on the page and fussy cut them, and you can definitely do it any way you want to add more pictures to your book. So I'm going to put these on, and I just always kind of, as you can see, I put it on first to see where I like it to be on the page, and then I just eye it. I don't get too much into the perfection. This page is the plaid page, and this one we're going to put on the blue wave paper. And so again, I'm just going to put it in the center of the page like this. So I cover up the holes, that way I can kind of see where it will look in the center when the rings are in. And that's that page. Now we're going to turn it over to this side where you see all the flowers. So I made this kind of the gardening page. So I'm going to use the garden and the butterfly. This is where I used the back of the popcorn journal card. I put it on the back of this garden to kind of make it pop. And then I used the red scallop journal card. You can journal on it, or you can accent your page with it. always kind of ballpark it like this, look at it, see the way I like it, and then I put the adhesive on the back. And this is the butterfly one. And then I'll put this kind of coral scallop journal card at the top, and then you can add your words to it. Again, if you write more and you want to write a lot, you can use something different to make it. But this page is done, so it's super cute. The next page is the sunflower page. So it's a pretty paper as well. And I used this kind of a pink pattern photo mat on this one. And I used the fireflies to kind of go with the garden on the side like this. So again, you can fussy cut it if you want the whole photo mat to show and you don't like the layering look, or trim it down, make it smaller. You don't even have to use it if you don't like to, but this is what I did. And so this is our next page. So we're going to turn this one over like this. And you just want to make sure when we turn it over that the holes go to the right, because otherwise you're going to have some pictures upside down. And if you have a hard time with that, you can put your rings in your pages. It just gets a little bulky when you do that, but you can definitely do that. I'm going to use the 1.5 by 3 inch kind of reddish orange paper and the green spiky circle paper. And I'm going to use the bonfire journal card like this. And if you want to save room for a picture, you can push it to the side. Whatever you like to do. This is the way I did it. And I love, if you guys are at any of the scrapbook expos in person and you have your kits with you that you've made for me, I love seeing them. I love seeing what you do with them. I love the creativity. It gives me creativity. It helps me learn new things to do with my kits too. So this page is done. And again, you can journal here on this, or use it as accents for your pictures. Next, we're going to go to the orange polka dotted page. And this one, to go with the bonfire that's on the other side, I used the s'mores and the tent, the camping one. I used the yellow scallop as like your journaling card there. And just putting this down like this. And then again, I just kind of eye it. There is no, everything is right. So this is the page if you want to see it completed. And then we're going to turn it over this way with the holes over here to the right. And this is going to be just your large green chevron photo mat. And I just kind of, again, stuck it in the middle of the page so it looks right with the rings in place. And this page is done. The next page is the aqua polka dotted page. And this one I used this orange diamond photo mat. I'm using this side of it because I used it more as accent paper. If you want to use it for a photo mat and you're like, I like the orange, you can. So I used it more as an accent page for this page. And I did the chalk art and the bubbles. And again, if you're like, man, you didn't put a lot of pictures on your page, you don't have to use all of these journal cards. You can use the pages for pictures, and you can fussy cut these journal cards out and put them on as like little accents for the page. You're more than welcome to do that. But this is the chalk art bubble page. And that is completed, and we're going to turn it over to the chevron page. On this one, I used the swimsuit paper. Right here it is. And I used the grill because we swim and grill a lot here in Florida. Whenever we go swimming, a lot of times we just grill out. And so I used that on this page. You can use whatever you like. And I'm going to pop dot this because I think it's cute. I like the look of it. So I used the pop dots on this, like this. And I'm going to make it stand out a little bit. And this page is done. We'll put that to the side. And next is going to be the kind of the green and yellow plaid paper. And for this one, I used the orange circle photo mat. And I did the sunshine. So it kind of goes with the swim side and the grill and the sunshine. And I kind of have it overlap a little bit, and this is your page, and it's done. So we're going to turn it over to the yellow star paper, and we're going to use the flip-flop paper for this, and this is just a photo mat. And we're going to again stick it in the middle of the page, and this page is done. Super cute. I really like the way this has turned out. And we're going to use the yellow filigree paper next with the holes on the left side. I used this aqua kind of pinwheel circle paper as my photo mat, and I used the lemonade card on this side. So again, just kind of eyeing it, making it kind of in the center, and then having room for lemonade photo or journal card on the side. And this page is done. Super cute. And we're going to turn it over to the green pattern paper. And the green pattern paper, I used a little pocket. I love pockets. I didn't use a lot of pockets in this particular. But I love pockets. So you have an aqua pocket in your kit, and I'm going to have you go down to the sides like this and go across the bottom like this. So the side with the scallop, you do not put glue on. And again, I'm kind of centering it at the bottom of the page. And this is a pocket that you can put cards in. I'm going to use the bicycle and the kite card. But if you have a card from a trip or tickets or something like that, or a little memorabilia, you can stick that in there too. But I'm using the bicycle and the kite. Just stick in there. You may want to let yours dry a little bit longer for it to work. So that is this page, and we're done. And the next page is this yellow pattern paper. And on this page, I used the aqua chevron with dots paper. And again, you can use either side. It has flip-flops on the back if you like the flip-flop paper. And then I did the sprinkle card on this page, and I kind of put it at an angle just to give it some little bit of dimension. I do have one other photo mat in your kit, and it's green if you want to use it on the back page or use it somewhere else in your book. But this book is completed. You guys did it. So we're going to bring all of our pages back. Hopefully you've been stacking them over to the side in order. And we're going to now put it together. So it should stack pretty well where the holes match. And we're going to take our ring binders. These are 1-inch ring binders. This one's a tough one. And we're going to put those through the holes. I like the big bulky part in the back of the book. Now again, you can be as creative as you like. Nothing ever goes right when you're doing it online, is it? I don't know why that came apart. That's odd. Let me get a different one. Again, you can decorate yours any way you like. Let me see if I can get this to go back together. That's crazy. When I opened it, it came apart somehow. Okay, well, we'll take a ring out of this one over here and put this on. Have an extra one close by. These are just 1-inch binder rings. You can find them anywhere. There we go. Crazy. And I like the big bulky part in the back. You can do whatever you like. The ribbon, you just wrap around the ring, and I tie it just one time. If you tie it twice, it'll be so bulky. It doesn't look right. And these will stay tied with one tie. And it just gives it some color and makes it pop and look cute. Some people use fabric strips on there as well. And we are done. This is your book, and it's totally complete. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, my website is www.𝐒𝐒𝐁𝐄 I have more kits available online, and you have the 20% off coupon with the words New Year, all one word, capital N-E-W, capital Y-E-A-R, New Year. And you can buy more kits that are super simple. Everything's pre-cut. They're great for crafts where you just bring your adhesive and your pictures and you're good to go. I hope you enjoyed doing this, and I hope to see you soon at one of the scrapbook expos, and bring your books so I can see what you did with yours. Have a great day. Bye. Hi, this is Julie with Cute and Quick Scrapbooks. I'm here today to show you some new kits we have available online. You can get 20% off for the next 2 weeks with the code New Year, N-E-W-Y-E-R, all one word. I want to first show you this new mini book kit we have. This is a Disney line that we are using the Simple Stories magic papers. It comes with the embellishments of from Simple Stories, and also a sheet of stickers with Mickey on it. Those are puffy stickers. But it's a super cute book. You can put all your Disney pictures in there, or make it a gift for someone who likes to go to Disney. Hopefully everybody's gotten a chance to get over there, because right now is a great time to go. There are no lines. And I'm going to bring you over to see some new page kits we have available. This is our Staycation 2020 kit, because a lot of us are staying at home and having our own little vacation in the backyard. This is our all in together kit with all the crazy stuff that's been going on this year to remember it and hopefully never go back there, right? This is our quarantine don't care kit. How many of us have just thrown our hair up and put on a mask and go? This is the family time kit. This is all the games that you've played during this quarantine time. This is the Mandalorian kit. It is, let me see if I can get the glare out. This is the way, and it comes with the child sticker. Super cute. This is the Galaxy's Edge kit from Star Wars. Let's see if I can get it out a little bit. And this is the Pirate's Life for Me kit for all those pirates in your life. And this is the Life is Better at the Beach. This is the graphic 45 paper that is so beautiful. This came out very nice. One of my favorite kits. Hopefully you guys have gotten to go out to the beach during this quarantine time. And this is the Magic Memories kit to put all your Disney pictures in. And this is the Outdoor Adventures kit. And this is for all of us who've gone to the state parks to see new sights this year, since that was something we could do. Hope you all enjoy this. Come again to my website and check out all the new kits at www.𝐂𝐒𝐁𝐄_𝐎𝐧𝐥𝐢𝐬.com. Thank you.